Hi. So in this particular post, I want to briefly discuss something called Jian Shou or sword hand. This is something that it is something that is used in Tai Chi and actually probably in other forms of martial art. I've kind of taken it off in my own direction. Some of it is more traditional. Some of it is how I use it and perceive it. Um, it's kind of for me, it is a thing that I use as a concentration technique, kind of a meditation when I'm doing massage and when I'm applying pressure. It helps with focusing on what I'm doing and help with the pressure that I'm using. So basically, what it is just showing, imagining it, the hand is a sword. Um, so what you've got is the different parts of the hand are going to be considered the different parts of the sword. And when you visualize this, it can be used as a concentration technique to help defocus your power. The palm of the hand is basically the flat side of the blade. The edge of the palm here is the edge of the sword. The thumb is the tip of the sword. This is considered um, the blade of the young form of the blade, and the last two fingers like this is considered the yin blade. For the actual the blade, the yang and the yin blade, I don't typically use them that much. I don't really see there are a few things that you can do with them if you're holding particular points, but I've never really spent the time using those. I don't find them overly necessary. The parts that I actually use for what I do and um, when I perform massage therapy is the palm, which is basically the flat side of the blade, the thumb tip, and the edge of the palm here. Um, those are for me are the ones that allow for the um, best techniques for massage and gives the most power. You can use other body parts like the forearm and the elbow. Um, some people use their feet, their knees, but I mean, I typically don't use those. For me, for a lot of I go back and forth between. I mean, I use all three of these regularly, and it's to focus power. And I mean, and I will go into a lot of this stuff in more depth later. It's just I wanted to briefly introduce this because as a part of what I do as my how I do massage. Um, this actually is an important aspect of what I do. I don't really think about it too much anymore because it's just so ingrained in what I do. But I wanted to briefly introduce that because in later videos that I intend to do, I will actually be discussing that in greater depth and how to use the different components of that, of the sword hand, and why you want to use those things. Enough said for right now, I think, for with this. And later on, we'll get into a lot more depth of why shorthand is an excellent way of focusing power for doing massage.